Here in Milwaukee, an AL West matchup on the show. It's the Pirates going up against the A's. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and today's starting pitcher, Juan Marichal. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And now Jorge Mateo. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And a good eye there. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sosa makes the grab, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Carlos Pena.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Pablo Reyes stands in. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swings and chases a low one there.
Here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Two down, nobody on. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And today's starter, Luis Gil. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
That one not close. And a count 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Got him looking. 1 down.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And the batter now, Gilberto Celestino.
3-2.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty to the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
The line to kick the pitch.
Careful.
John Kenzie Noel in the on-deck circle. Two outs. Swing, and he breaks his bat. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second, and here's the first baseman, Carlos Pena.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
The pitch. And that one is in the dirt. 2-1.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And a foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
And here it comes. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
No score here in the second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
That was straight queso right
there. The pitch.
3 balls. Strike.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Down the third baseman, Jeremy Pena. Right-hander kick steals. And a count 1-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the third and final game of the series. Ground ball right side. Base hit into the outfield. Coming around third is Guerrero. To the plate, and he's out.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook, excellent footwork, came up with a nice crow hop, throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. And a nice job as well by the catcher. Handle that throw, put the tag on, and the ball stays in the mitt.
And now it's going to be Yainer Diaz. And that one fouled off. De La Cruz on second. Pena at first. 2 out of the inning. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Jose Siri waiting for a turn at the plate. Two on, 2 outs. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. 2 left on. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Jhonkensy Noel.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The 2-1. That one missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Line drive. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. Kicks and fires. That clips the corner. Here comes a pitch. And another ball.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And the righty deals. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Bang! So he blasts one out the other way. His 19th home run of the year. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, but it paid off.
Now Molina at the plate. The wind and the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind and the pitch.
Ball 2.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Molina checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. The pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
And here is Devers. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Runner at first with no outs here. And that one in the air center field. Siri in position. Siri squeezes it.
Batting in, the catcher, Christian Molina.
So digging in, Christian Molina.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
The pitch. In for a strike. 1-2. Throw to first. Molina back in on a dive. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Move to first. Molina back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
To third, Pena. They get the force, and that is the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Lifted in the air, right center field. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jorge Mateo now.
Mateo.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind of the pitch.
2-2.
In the air, out towards left center. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to.
Devers to second. There's 1, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Puerto Rico on top here, 2-0. Back here at American Family Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Stepping in the long ball threat, Ivan Calderon. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's a 1-1. Up the middle, De La Cruz on the run, throw to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Now it's the power speed combo. Sammy Sosa kicks and deals. And a foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. To the right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Milwaukee, here's some real power at the plate. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The pitch. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. That's back there. Out of here. He sends a rocket to left. His 34th of the season. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Pena.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And delivers outside. Couldn't chase that time. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. And a curve misses outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball. So heat there at 98 miles an hour. Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. And a pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So up next, Jeremy Pena. Good eye in that spot.
3-1.
Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take it, base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's a catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. Two on, 2 outs. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 2. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, John Kenzie Noel. And the pitch. That misses. 2-1.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And he deals. Stays alive. That one misses, and the count's full.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now it's the DH, David Ortiz. A line to kick the pitch. And that one almost got him. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Siri going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, shortstop, Frank Molina.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Frank Molina. That's outside, and that's ball 3. Rafael Devers hitting on deck circle. Righty to the plate. And now it's filled up. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And there's one down.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one drilled left field. Celestino going back. That one is gone. So he goes yard to left. Home run number 20 on the year, and this game is tied. It's 2-2.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot on it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Now the number 2 hitter, Pablo Reyes. That's to third. Ramirez throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. And another ball. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Rafael Devers. And the right-hander deals. And that skips into dirt. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Here's the catcher, Christian Molina. Righty delivers. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. The next pitch misses, and the count's full.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Siri in position. And makes the grab. And that is that. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Top of the 6th inning. Leading off, Carlos Pena. The pitch. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Inside ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batter.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in safely. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the 6th. Here's a big power threat. Ivan Calderon. The 1-1.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. I'm exhausted from watching some of these at-bats. Lots of full counts and a ton of pitches with the starter still out there. They're taking up a lot of his energy.
That clips the corner.
Boog, I can't even keep track of how many full counts we've had in this one. I've messed up my scorebook because there have been so many, and you know my scorebook is a work of art.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Gilberto Celestino, the next to hit. 1 down, base is empty. That clips the zone, and a count 1-2. And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Sammy Sosa now at the plate. Trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Activity in the bullpen. Ronaldo Lopez getting loose out there. Valdez also getting ready. Got him! 2 out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow down. 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. I'll tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jhonkensy Noel. And that's downstairs and outside. Two outs. Outside low. And now 3-1. David Ortiz would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Center field. Siri pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the inning. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Well, Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Jimenez.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
So digging in, Jeremy Pena. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
1 out, base is empty. And now the count is even. Movement in the bullpen. Yohan Ramirez up and loosening in the pen. Number 49 also throwing. And here it comes. On the ground to the left. Ramirez sends it to first. Got him. And now it's Jose Siri. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle.
Calls it in to end the inning. And a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Ronaldo Lopez.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
David Ortiz digs in now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Just missed.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one, because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Left-hand batter waits. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Frank Molina, in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Now that second baseman,
Rafael Devers up to hit.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Here's a 1-1. And he blows that one by him at 100.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
This to center field. Series sizing it up. Brings it in.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Molina.
So up next, Christian Molina. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. 1-1 now. And another ball.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Here comes a pitch. Late on that fastball. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Swing and a miss. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 8th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. We go to the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo.
Here's a 1-1. Line to right, base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to follow. So many positives that led to that knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next to hit, Pablo Reyes. The 2-1. Run around the move. Bounced up the middle. Tosses the first out in the top of the 8th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and that's how they take the lead. It's 4-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
One down. And now the first baseman, Carlos Pena. Next one in the dirt. And a swing and miss.
Oh, those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Celestino sizes this one up, brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Taylor Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Taylor.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez.
For the A's, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Kicks and fires. On the ground, Pena. The throw to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
The batter, the center fielder, Ivan.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Ivan Calderon. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Scott makes the grab for the second out.
Now the left fielder, Puerto.
Here's the left fielder, Gilberto Celestino. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
So man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. And there's a ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Fall off foul. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Edwin Diaz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
And the righty deals. That one drifts inside. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Celestino makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer.
2 outs, base is empty. Yainer Diaz will hit next. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Pirates lead it 4-2. we're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yimi Garcia.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And here's the first baseman, John Kenzie Noel.
The first baseman, John Kenzie.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
There's the strike. At the belt and fires. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one's back there. Bang! Third home run of the season. It's 4-3.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Stepping in, David Ortiz. Looking to get the tying run on base. Inside at 100. Ball 2. One-run game, bottom 9. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Frank Molina waits on deck. And a pitch. And there's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now that second baseman.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
The pitch.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Right through there for a strike.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bo.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Pena drifts towards it, makes the grab, out number 2.
The batter, the catcher, Christian Molina.
Rafael Montero gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Christian Molina. 2 outs. They're down to their final strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now what he wanted to do there, Boog, that keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Next offering is in for a strike. This could end it. And it's even up.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.